gays for Gaza, trans for Hamas, trans for Palestine. This really confuses me. If a gay person goes to a Muslim country, they'll be thrown off a building. If a trans goes to a Muslim country, they will be stoned to death. Or the feminists like Free Palestine. If a feminist goes to Palestine, she will be covered from head to toe, beaten up. She'll be forced to marry a Muslim man. The liberals don't understand that Christianity is the best religion, because in Christianity, we actually love you and we want you to repent. You see, these guys hate America, but if it wasn't for America, these guys would kill these guys. America are the only people protecting these guys from these guys, but for some reason, these guys hate America, but they love these guys.
Kamusta and magandang gabi. I'm your Tito Goby, and tonight we're gonna react to Queers for Palestine. Okay, let's get to the video. There we go. Okay, so this is from Pal Oran. And this video is titled Queer Influencers Gets Free Stay at Rooftop Resort in Gaza. I'm not really quite sure why he titled it that way, but I think some of us knows why. And let's give that a like, and let's watch the video.
Sweet Zionist Prince queer for Palestine? Am I queer now? Who knows? Find out at the end of this episode, because we're going to be exposing the retardation behind the Queers for Palestine movement. Let's get into it. Sorry I'm on the couch. I'm currently traveling around Israel during this ballistic missile war. And by the way, if you want to be a Sweet Zionist Prince or Princess and support the channel while this crazy war is going on, you can get the merch down below the description at thetravelerglad.com. Goes a long way for us, and we really, really appreciate the support.
Okay, before we continue, I forgot to note that since I'm a Filipino, I have friends and relatives that are gay, lesbians, and trans. We don't hate these people, but they're smart enough to not be part of the woke cult, and they're smart enough not to get themselves involved with the Middle East. So just remember that.
Let's just investigate the Queers for Palestine movement. Here we go.
Important for you to come to the protest today?
I came with Queers for Palestine. I'm a trans, non-binary person. I believe we're not free until everyone's free. Queer liberation, queer people live in Palestine. There's pinkwashing going on, and people are trying to tell queer people that they can't be part of what's going on in Palestine, and I just want to be here for queer Palestinians and for every Palestinian, because what's happening is disgusting.
Important for you to come to the protest today?
Now that is what we call, in my neck of the woods, we call that a retard. We call that a very retarded person.
And in my neck of the woods, we call them tanga, which is pretty much close to being a retard, an idiot. And that is tanga. And like I said, the gays, lesbians, and trans people in my circle, I guess, friends and relatives, they don't color their hair like that. They don't have nose rings. They have earrings, but that's as far as it goes, really. And yeah, they're smart enough not to get involved with the Middle East like this.
That's what we call. And it's not because they're not compassionate, not because they're not good. They will ignore the suffering of queer Israelis, for example, and they will take the side of a queer Palestinian in the hopes that in some universe, the Islamic caliphate that is forming in the West right now will have mercy on their queerness because they were nice to them. But as we know, the Queers for Palestine movement has no legs to stand on because Palestinians hate queer people. Let's take a look at this clip.
Rights, trans rights.
We say no to genocide.
These are Queers for Palestine protesters. We've seen a lot of this in recent weeks. The great irony, that display might get those people killed in the Gaza Strip. What appears to be lost on these protesters is that gay and transgender people in Palestinian territories face an extraordinary level of persecution. In Gaza, homosexuality can be punished with years in prison. You also might be executed, including by members of your own family. A few years ago, Hamas, the terrorist organization that controls Gaza, tortured and killed one of its own members for allegedly having sex with another man. Not long ago in the West Bank, a young man's severed head was found on the side of the road after he was killed, allegedly for the crime of being gay. So where do many of these persecuted people try to get asylum? In Israel, the same country these stateside protesters are speaking out against. The Israel-Palestine conflict is complicated. This aspect of it, not so much, because Queers for Palestine is about as convincing as Minks for fur coats.
Okay, and that is coming from another gay guy, I'm assuming, from the way he stands and waves his hands around. So, yeah. Yeah, you see these other people, they definitely are part of a woke cult. So, oops.
Or chickens for KFC. We know the drill. I'll tell you guys a little thing from my personal life. As I was running in between the bomb shelter just the last couple hours, I was messaged by a queer Arab that I know from within Israel about this specific issue and how his family is currently persecuting him for being gay. And I can't give any details about that case. I didn't end up helping in any way because I literally got too distracted with everything that was going on. But a friend of mine overseas, who we met this gay Palestinian at the same time, this gay Arab in Israel, she ended up helping him out from abroad. But this gay Arab, even within Israel, is not safe from the wrath of the Palestinian society, of the Arab society. It is so dangerous to be gay in Arab society. Even in Israel, where you have all the rights as a gay people, they still will chase you down and make it unsafe for you. This poor guy has had to run to an asylum from a different part of the country into a different part of the country. Again, I don't want to speak in specifics so it doesn't catch up with him somehow, but this gay man or this gay boy has had to run from another part of the country just to not be in a Palestinian-dominated area or in an Arab Islamic-dominated area as a threat of violence from his family.
See, a lot of these protesters hasn't been out of the country, I guess. You know, they haven't seen the world yet. Maybe if they protest over there in Gaza or in Iran, if they protest over there, they'll probably get a good picture. But no, they have to protest outside of Gaza and outside of Iran and outside of the Middle East, where they're safe.
Isn't that insanity? Here's pro-Palestine protesters carrying rainbow flags that say LGBTQ people will be more welcome in Palestine and any Middle Eastern nation.
So, do you think that the LGBTQ community are welcome in Palestine?
I've no idea. I haven't been there.
So there would be a warm welcome there?
As far as I'm aware, they're as welcome there, they're far more welcome than they are in other Middle Eastern nations as well.
Okay. If these queers, lesbians, and trans are as smart as they say they are, why? Why are they protesting for those who wants them dead, who wants them murdered? That's why we call them tanga, because it just doesn't make sense, you know. Okay, let's assume that they are well informed. Then why? Maybe they're getting paid for it? Who knows, right? But It's either they're tanga or they're getting paid. Hopefully they're just like really misinformed. Okay, let's continue.
12.
Thank you very much. Do you think that Palestine and Muslim are pro-LGBTQ?
Who are you with?
Oh, look at this guy. He knows the answer to that. He absolutely knows the answer, and he's gonna avoid it. So I have a feeling that this guy is paid to protest.
I'm independent press from.
Sorry, I'm not going to talk to any independent press about that. I don't think those issues are conflatable. Yeah, I don't think those are two conflatable issues to address. Thank you.
So you think that they are really open, the LGBT in Palestine? Okay.
That was just
I love that
dumb.
shit. Also, are there laws? Somebody correct me. Are there laws against saying you're from Al Jazeera or CNN? Like, would they be more inclined to speak to you if you said you're from Al Jazeera or CNN? Because I would just say that. Who gives a fuck? Do you have to be honest about what publication you're coming from? No. You could say Al Jazeera or CNN because it's going to end up on Al Jazeera or CNN. They might clip it and take it. Right? Or do you have to, if it means just getting an answer out of them, can you not just lie and say you're from somewhere else? Or not lie, but say you're from somewhere else. Queers for Palestine is joined by a feminist for Palestine in Wales.
Palestina. We are boycotting for Palestina. Bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. We are boycotting for Palestina.
If they're not idiots, they have to be paid. Most of the gay and lesbians I know, they're pretty smart. And I don't know about these people.
Palestina. Bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. For Palestina. Israel. Bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao.
Jesus fucking Christ. The level of cringe. The level of cringe my body, I don't know if you guys saw my face. I was literally going like, these people, man. These people. The danger with white people is when you guys lose your identity, you latch on to anyone else's, even if it's the shittiest identity. Can I just give you do you understand that in the Middle East, Palestinians, and I like Palestinians, by the way, I'm saying this not as a dig to Palestinians, but do you understand that Palestinians are literally the laughingstock of the Middle East? Nobody likes them. None of their Arab brothers and sisters like them. Egypt, the country that is on the border of Gaza, literally charged them $10,000 a pop just to enter while they were being genocided because they can't stand them so much. We're the only ones, the Jews in Israel, the only ones who like them. I fucking love them. I think they're great people. But just to understand, you guys are, if you think this is about being cool for the Arabs and the Muslims, just so you know, not Syrians, not Iraqis, not Lebanese, not Egyptians, not Algerians, definitely not Moroccans, not Saudis, definitely not Saudis, definitely not Emiratis. They fucking hate. They cannot stand with a burning passion. They hate the Palestinians. So I don't know what this is. You guys need to grab onto someone else's culture. In 2016, Gaza's Hamas executed 34-year-old Mahmoud Ishtiwi, shooting him 3 times in the chest based on allegations of gay sex and theft. Only 5% of Palestinians and 6% of Lebanese accept gay relationships. The Lebanese, that's the biggest cap I've ever heard in my fucking life. All Lebanese are kind of gay. All of the Lebanese people are slightly gay. So that's the biggest cap I've ever heard in my life. Palestinians, I'll believe it. I think it's probably closer to 15%. Because there's a lot of gay Palestinians as well.
And that was just alleged allegations. They didn't have proof. They just believe that he's gay. And the guy got shot 3 times. Oh, man.
Well, I've met quite a few. Hamas execution of commander accused for being gay underscores international divisions. Does it? No, the international divisions are retarded. That's why it doesn't underscore anything. Hamas execution of its own commander last month suggests a widening schism amongst leaders of the terrorist group, as well as a loss of authority in the Gaza Strip. Mahmoud Ishtiwi, a senior figure in the Izzadin al-Qassam brigades, who commanded 1,000 men during Hamas's 2014 war with Israel, was executed on February 7th amid charges of moral turpitude, code for homosexuality. The New York Times reported Tuesday his family had deep ties to Hamas and was considered royalty in the Raqqa for sheltering members of the terrorist group's leadership, including Mohammed Deif, who was targeted several times by Israel, and now Imach has been killed. Not only this, but I mean, many of these Hamas members, many of these Hamas commanders are actually gay. They just use their position of power to run this like rabid masculinity thing while having 4 wives. But they're actually at night in the bunker fucking dudes. That's kind of what they're up to.
Oh, God. I just had an image of Andrew Tate and a bunch of... Oh, God, that is nasty.
Here's from Emily Schrader. Despicable barbarism from Palestinians. 25-year-old Palestinian Ahmed Abu Maria was given asylum in Israel because he is gay. This week he was kidnapped from Israel and decapitated in Hebron, a heartbreaking hate crime. May his murderers be brought to justice. So, like I said earlier in this episode, just the personal relationship I know, even if you escape the Palestinians,
they'll
right?
chase you.
Even if you want out, you don't want to
God.
have to do anything with Palestine anymore. You're like, fuck it, I'm done with this disgusting society. Let me seek asylum in Israel. Israel gives me asylum. They will hunt your ass down. They will hunt your ass down in a different fucking country. They'll cross borders. They'll send people that are cronies for them inside of Israel's borders to come get your ass, to kill you just because you're gay, because you dishonored the family. You dishonored my family. That's how Palestinians are. That's the Palestinian culture that these gays for Palestine love so much.
Oh, wow.
Here is a gay man, viewer discretion is advised, being thrown off of a rooftop, I believe.
Oh, there he goes.
Tragedy.
You heard that. And somebody said, Allah Akbar. Let's see that again.
And
you heard that, right? So, there you go. If you want to protest for the Palestinians, go to the Middle East and protest over there.
Tragedy.
You heard that, right? Allah Akbar.
Tragedy.
Allah Akbar. Oh, God.
Another one.
Ooh! Second one. Third
Another
one.
Who is the worst enemy of Palestinians? The biggest murder of Palestinians? Palestinians. A fourth. Disgusting. God rest their poor souls. This is the Queers for Palestine movement. So we love Queers for Palestine, right? That's so nice. They always say there's no proof. They never throw gay people off rooftops. Here, take a clip from the traveling class video right now and show it to everyone.
Okay. let's rewind that and play it at full. Again, just to bring in the point here.
That's the Palestinian culture that these gays for Palestine love so much. And here is a gay man, viewer discretion is advised, being thrown off of a rooftop, I believe. And tragedy.
One.
Dead. Another one.
Two.
Another one.
Three.
Who is the worst enemy of Palestinians? The biggest murder of Palestinians? Palestinians. A fourth.
Four.
Disgusting.
Oh, God.
God rest their poor souls. This is the Queers for Palestine movement.
It's so just like out there that my brain just can't like register it. But there you go. You want to be queer for Palestine? Have at it. Go to Palestine and protest over there.
Movement. So we love Queers for Palestine, right? That's so nice. They always say there's no proof. They never throw gay people off rooftops. Here, take a clip from the traveling class video right now and show it to everyone. Show it to everyone. Next time you hear somebody say, no, they don't throw it. There you go. You just saw it live. You saw it live. Here's from the Daily Signal.
What do you make of LGBTQ rights in Palestine?
See, I think that's something that people want to isolate as one thing. But for me personally, I think everybody LGBT rights is very important. But right now, the Palestinian people don't have the luxury to talk about these issues. There's a way bigger issue, and that is Western imperialism and Zionism.
What do you make of LGBTQ rights in Palestine?
Anything but talk about the actual topic at hand, which is the fact that Palestinians love to murder gay people. They love to oppress and murder, not just gay people, by the way, a lot of people, just anybody who doesn't fit their specific cultural narrative and norms, but gay people specifically. And I'm not trying to dog too heavy here on Palestinian culture because you guys know I'm not the guy. I like Palestinians. I fuck with them. I like them a lot. But this part of their culture is really fucking toxic, and we don't talk about it. And you know, I wouldn't mind the Gays for Palestine movement saying it, and I rarely hear it. I have heard it, but I rarely hear them say, you know what? I acknowledge that they would kill me, but I still stand for them anyways. Just say that.
Just say it.
I don't have a problem with you saying that. I'll respect you less as a person. I'll say, all right, you're a fucking idiot, so your opinion means nothing to me. But say it. At least say it. Don't be like, Palestinians have more to deal with. Why, you think when Palestinians are liberated, they're going to be okay with gay people? Sorry, what? No, they're not. They're going to murder them probably harder. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you a long time. Sorry, I'm very tired, by the way, if you can't see in my eyes. I've not been sleeping well. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you a long time. Goodbye, class.
Okay. Oh, man. That was... it's still not registering in my head, but that was real. 4 people thrown off a building for being gay. God bless their souls. But okay. All right, so that's Tal Orin. And like I said, if you're gonna protest for Palestine, go to the Middle East. Go there and find out. All right, that's it for tonight. Good night.